Hello Nigerians, my name is Muftahu Yao. I'm here to give you a highlight of some of the provisions of the Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso's blueprint. You're all aware that Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso is one of the leading candidates in this year's general election, vying for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to ask you, do you have a candidate of your choice? Or are you still sitting on the fence? Or are you among those Nigerians who are not ready to go for the votes because that they are disappointed or what they are seeing in this country is not what they are expecting? If you are in a kind of dilemma whether you go for elections or not, I want to advise to go for elections. Go and vote for Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso. What I will bring to you from what I read, having gone through the blueprint of Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso, I come to realize is that he is the best candidate for the job. In his blueprint, he first started by making an introduction that is very captivating by bringing to us or reminding us of a quotation from the former President of the United States of America, that's John F. Kennedy. I quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Well, this opening, it is clearly to us that Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso wants our attention and needs our votes, so that the new Nigeria People's Party will create a new and better Nigeria for all of us. If you believe that what you can give your country is what will make your country progress, then it is time for you to give your vote to Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso. Senator Kwankwaso is ready to move Nigeria and Nigerians forward, and this is as a result of his over 3 decades of experiences, 17 years in the civil service. He was a former senator of the Federal Republic. He was a former deputy speaker of the House of Representatives. He was a 2-term governor of Kano State. He was a defense minister of the Federal Republic. He was a member of the board of the Niger Delta Commission, and he was an envoy to Darfur and Somalia respectively. Having highlighted some of the experiences of Dr. Abi Musa Kwankwaso as a seasoned civil servant and a politician, a diplomat also. Now, the blueprint goes on to tell Nigerians on some summaries of what Abi Kwankwaso intended to pay attention to. One is the leadership and justice. By leadership and justice, emphasis is to be given on a patriotic leadership, honesty, accountability, and also emphasis is to be given on peace, security, and unity among the people, with emphasis on human security. Kwankwaso is deeply aware of the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria which states that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. Kwankwaso's blueprint highlighted 3 stages on revamping the economy. 1 is the emergency rapid response. Stage 2, targeted stimulation / job creation. Stage 3, long-term and sustainable investment. On revamping the economy, the blueprint highlighted that Kwankwaso's administration will embark on an emergency rescue plan to salvage the economy, to protect the citizens' savings, restore fiscal discipline, improve crude oil and gas production, improve non-oil revenue, target inflation, expansion of tax base and tax net, to ensure the creation of more and more job opportunities to Nigerians. Diversification of the economy through aggressive effort to strengthen the non-oil sector. A renegotiation and rescheduling of the debt repayment portfolio. Reduction of the size of the federal government recurrent expenditure. Overhaul of capital budgets to improve value for money. All non-performing government-owned firms/assets should be privatized. On revamping the economy also, the blueprint highlighted that Senator Kwankwaso's administration will review the tax regime. One key reform on revamping the economy the administration of Senator Rabi Musa Kwankwaso will seek to achieve in the long run is the margin of collection of taxes, royalties of oil and gas, mining, import and excise duties into one agency. And also the administration shall move the collection of oil and gas royalties to FIRS in order to ensure transparency and openness of the government of Senator Kwankwaso as President of Nigeria if elected. The government shall publish on a weekly basis all the proceedings and decisions of government to enable Nigerians to monitor what their government is actually doing for their own betterment. Now we move to education. The government of Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, if elected as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has a very, very fantastic plan for education of Nigerians. First of all, he believes in all Nigerians must have an equal access to quality education, not minding their social status. The administration shall reform education in its entirety to ensure accountability, expansion of access, and improvement of quality. The administration shall provide incentives for enrollment of children from poorly served communities, mop up 20 million out-of-school children in Nigeria in the next 4 years, to provide 1 meal per day per child in all basic schools, improve funding for research and innovation. The administration will be revising the national education policy to ensure effective and quality education. Special attention will be given to international scholarship, including bilateral education agreements. Also, the administration will harmonize all the scholarships being awarded by different government agencies. The administration will establish competitive scholarships to support the training of our best graduates. Similarly, the administration will recognize or will accept JAM to have a lifespan of 4 years instead of the present day of a 1-year lifespan of a JAM examination. Another fantastic package for the students of learning in Nigeria under Senator Kwankwaso's administration recognizes free JAM, free WAEC, free NECO, and all application forms into the tertiary education institutions are equally free to all students. The blueprint of Senator Kwankwaso also on education gives emphasis to the examinations in the country. It believes and understands that all the examinations bodies in the country are non-profit agencies of government, meaning that they are not meant to drive revenues for the government. On ensuring unity and human security, Senator Rabi Musa Kwankwaso pledges his administration will embark on urgent reappraisal and review of the entire security architecture in the country in line with the United Nations 2030 Development Agenda with emphasis on human approach. The size of the police force will also be built to about 1 million active servicemen and women. This will bring the police to citizens ratio of 1 police officer to 220 citizens. This is much more better, according to the senator, than the recommendation of the United Nations of 1 police officer to 450 citizens minimum. The size of the Nigerian armed forces will be built to about 1 million active servicemen and women. This entails that there would be an addition and recruitment of about 750 personnel in the armed forces when Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso is elected as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The community participation and reorientation committees will be involved in the process of the recruitment of personnel to ensure that all the peoples who are made to be servicemen are people of integrity, people who are well known with a good track record. He also pledges that his first 12 months would address all the security challenges in the country. Senator Kwankwaso pledges that his administration will, within 12 months in office, would address all the security challenges in the country. The administration will dialogue with all aggrieved groups like Niger Delta, agitators, IPOB, Boko Haram, farmers and herders, and all agitators with genuine claim. And the administration will work hard to see that it settles all these lingering disputes amicably, and the administration will not hesitate to go to any length in ensuring the safety and protection of the lives and properties of Nigerians. The administration will introduce border guards, forest guards, coastal guards to make sure that all entry access points into the country are properly protected and secured. The administration will reform the Defense Academy, the Police Academy, and all military and paramilitary institutions to ensure professionalism among the armed forces and the police. After the successful special operations by the armed forces and ensuring that insecurity is being stopped, the bulk of the Nigerian armed forces and the police will be redeployed into other productive activities within the country, like engineering, works, housing, agriculture, etc., etc. Having mentioned all these trajectories and the preparations of Senator Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso to deliver as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria if elected in this February's general election. I believe at this juncture that a lot has been said, and all that has been said is just an extract of the blueprint. There are other important aspects of administration that the government is willing to give to make sure that it gives an effective and representative government of all, by all Nigerians, to ensure that a new Nigeria dream is made possible. When you give your votes to Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso and the NNPP in general, it means that you are ready to make Nigeria progress. You are ready to have a rebirth of Nigeria. You are ready to have a Nigeria that is free of all the shackles of backwardness, of all these political blunders, of all these poor economic agendas, of all this overheating economic situation in the country. So I pray that by God's grace, In these general elections, you all come out en masse with your PVCs. Go to the polling units, cast your votes in peace, and make sure that you give your votes to Dr. Ravi Musa Kwankwaso. I believe he's ready. He's ever ready to make our lives better. But this is only possible when you give your support to NNPP by giving out your votes. God help Nigeria and Nigerians. Bye.